Short answer, no, there's no collapse coming. But yes, this conflict makes everyone nervous. In fact, history shows that the UAE benefits from regional tension. In this video today, I'll explain why Dubai stands firm as a safe haven, share hard data on capital inflows, and even unpack how global players, from Trump to family office moguls, influence this market. So hit that thumbs up button for more people to see this video, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Dubai is a regional safe haven amid conflicts. Past crises from Iran and Iraq, Ukraine and Russia war, and many others saw spikes in foreign real estate investments, particularly in luxury segments, as so many of the foreign nationals were trying to avoid this kind of tensions and actually relocate somewhere where it's safe and where they can actually park their hard-earned money. 2025 off-plan sales actually rose by 12% from March to May, flagging renewed investor confidence. While I am still mainly talking about ready market and looking at secondary being the best option, I can admit that there were quite a lot of transactions and they're growing quite significantly even in the off-plan market. Dubai hit record volumes once again. 58% of residential sales were by foreign buyers, not by residents. 120 billion dirhams in Q1 2025. An average sell time just about 34 days. Number 2, let's talk about FDI and broader investor sentiment. World Bank warns of short-term GCC FDI slowdowns, as some take a wait-and-see kind of approach. Still, UAE led the region in 2024 and continues to do so in 2025. With 167 billion AD FDI in 2024, up 48% year-on-year, slowing the strong resilience versus their peers. Gulf's stock market also dipped around 1%, but recovery was very swift, highlighting Dubai's defensive posture. So why Dubai still stays strong? First of all, political neutrality and investor-friendly relationships and regulation, open to all nationalities, apolitical positioning, and rules-based governance that actually helps businesses and makes people thrive. It's also a diversified non-oil economy anymore. Real estate, logistics, fintech, that really helps this market to expand to broader horizons. Less resilience on oil equals also less revenue risk. There's also strategic infrastructure. Jebel Ali port, alternative exports through the Fujairah, in case of Hormuz disruptions that many people talk about, reduces the trade and transport risk. The Guardian writes that this actually is one of the main facts that will reduce the transport risk for the region. Number 4 is the oil and Strait of Hormuz risks. There are, of course, fears of the Strait being closed, driving the oil prices to 100 to 200 per barrel. But UAE preemptively built alternative routes. High oil prices can also stimulate government spending, supporting infrastructure and investor confidence, not just inflation. Another reason is the global players entering and staying in this market and the capital flight. Trump brand licensing deals with the launch of the Trump Towers and the Trump Golf villas and so on signals that there is strong confidence in the GCC market. He's not necessarily developing them, but he's backing them. And that matters. Ultra-high net worth individuals, including wealthy Iranians and Israelis coming to UAE, and they already had ties with the UAE, so they're definitely still present in this market. They're buying property here and also parking their capital. Knowing local networks and protection means that their capital is safe. Family offices also consistently look at UAE property as very good wealth preservation, and especially good during the geopolitical storms. The market fundamentals are still very solid. 2025 predictions say that there is 5 to 8% annual price growth, around 7% average rental yield, and also an increase in population year on year by at least 5%. Q1 2025 already saw an increase of 23% in transactional volume. Vacancy rates remain low and ready market yields offer instant returns, a contrast to the off-plan uncertainty. There's also some contrasting caution. Some foreign investors pause their entry but continue to hold or increase their allocations, especially UAE-based ones with equity to deploy. Markets corrected quickly by 1% or so, but the real estate rebounded way quicker than the actual markets, than equities signaling long-term trust. So what's my take and what are the key takeaways? Short-term panic? No. Dubai is likely to see further capital inflow, and I'm not just saying that because I invest in Dubai. I actually 1000% believe in that, as it has during the past crises. It's safe, it's tax-free, and it's pretty liquid comparing to most of the markets throughout the world. There are stronger possible capital inflows from fleeing nationals, especially from the war-affected areas such as Iran, Israel, Ukraine, Russia, Palestine, and so on. Plus, global wealth seeking diversification or just simply wanting to retire, moving to Dubai or the UAE and moving all their capital with them. And I'm not just saying that, it's actually my clients doing that on a daily basis. Besides helping my clients with their property investments, I also help them to set up the companies in here as I partner with different company setups. So if you're looking at property investment options in Dubai, but you're also wanting to relocate to the UAE, then I have the exact program for you. It's called the Dubai Setup Advisory Package, which I specifically designed for individuals who are actually looking to relocating their capital or even moving themselves and their families to UAE. We'll understand your goals, your property investing interests, and also explore your capital movement around the different territories and also the residency options. So we'll look through all this and design a program specifically for you, a strategy that will really help you ace this game. So reach out. I only take as much as I can physically, so I'm already fully booked for July, but if you want to inquire for August and onwards, then drop me a DM or just reach out via a call. All the links in the description, and I'll see you in the call. Neutral politics and global business licenses signals that investors are really looking long-term and they see a positive future in UAE. UAE's economic diversification, robust infrastructure, and alternative oil trade routes really insulate from any kind of supply shockwaves. So is the UAE real estate sector going to collapse because of the Iran-Israel war? Absolutely not. On the contrary, we are seeing UAE emerge as a safe haven backed by strong basic fundamentals and investor trust. Nevertheless, thanks for tuning in. Stay strategic, stay safe, and subscribe to see more of these videos in the future.